Nuruddin Zinki builds a pulpit for Al-Aqsa Mosque and dreams that one day he can revive the Friday prayer in the Holy Mosque. His dream comes to fruition, but how?
The Turks and Arabs have attacked them and have conquered the territory of Romania as far west as the shore of the Mediterranean and the Hellespont. They have killed and captured many and have destroyed the churches and devastated the empire. On this account I, or rather the Lord, beseech you as Christ's herald to publish this everywhere and to persuade all people of whatever rank, foot soldiers and knights, poor and rich, to carry aid promptly to those Christians and to destroy that vile race from the lands of our friends. All who die, by the way, whether by land or by sea, or in battle against the pagans, shall have immediate remission of sins.
Salahuddin takes it upon himself to free Jerusalem from the tyranny of the Crusaders, now occupying the Holy Land under the Kingdom of Jerusalem banner. The Ummah is divided into two states, the Sunni Abbasid Caliphate with the Zingids at the forefront, and the Shia Fatimid Caliphate. To unite the Ummah, by the order of Nuruddin Zinki in the Levant, Salahuddin and his uncle Sherko are sent to Egypt to defend it from a looming threat. The Crusader states want to occupy the totality of Egypt and all its riches. It took a combination of cunning and bravery for our heroes to repel the invaders from these lands. The mission was to infiltrate the Fatimids and break it up from within, to unite Egypt with the Levant under the Zingid banner. Salahuddin, now a wazir and effective ruler of the Fatimid dynasty, builds up Egypt and improves its economy, all the while gaining popularity and prestige. The Fatimids don't like the state of affairs and try to kill Salahuddin, but the cunning genius preemptively discovers their plans and orders their execution. Egypt is now totally under Salahuddin's rule, and he ordered that imams pray for the success of the Abbasid Caliph instead of the Fatimid Caliph. By that time, Nuruddin Zinki passes away with a young son as his successor, leaving a power vacuum in the Levant. The Zingid princes fight over the leftover cake, and it was mayhem. Salahuddin tries his best to not get involved, but the situation becomes so bad that the guardian of Damascus invites him to intervene. This is the right moment he has been waiting for. So he goes with a small army to claim the Levant and unite the Muslims for the sake of Allah. He fights all princes who oppose his rule until all the land is under his command. After 20 years of fighting the Fatimids and traitors, Salahuddin finally has a united front against the Crusader states. Now he can focus all his attention on retaking the Holy Land and its crown jewel, Bayt al-Maqdis, Jerusalem. However, his road towards that goal will be very difficult. It is full of failures and reconsideration of strategy and politicking. Salahuddin remembers his earlier attempts to retake Jerusalem, but was repelled time and time again. Now Baldwin IV, the leper king of Jerusalem, is a great obstacle to surpass. Baldwin defeats Salahuddin in Montgazard. A successful ambush unfolds against the greater numbers of Salahuddin's army. The defeat is so bad that Salahuddin barely escapes with a few men. But these defeats won't last. Salahuddin gains the upper hand at the battles of Marj Ayun, Jacob's Ford, and Banyas with heavy Crusader casualties. A truce is brokered in 1180 AD, but Renaud de Chatillon breaks the truce by attacking Muslim pilgrims and villages along the route towards Mecca. Salahuddin is furious with his actions and vows revenge. He besieges Renaud de Chatillon in the castle of Kerak, but the Leopard King, while on his stretcher, comes with a great relief army. Salahuddin, satisfied that he dealt enough damage, withdraws with his troops. The two kings signed the Truce of 1183, lasting until King Baldwin IV dies of leprosy. Guy de Lusignan, who is married to Baldwin's sister Isabella, succeeds him in kingship of Jerusalem and wastes no time aggressing against the Muslims. Salahuddin has enough. The time is now. He besieges Tiberias to cunningly draw Guy and Renaud towards him. The plan succeeds, and a great Crusader army, full of Templar and Hospitaller knights, are marching to relieve Tiberias. Salahuddin surrounds them at the site of Hattin and eradicates them. Their holy cross is taken and their nobles imprisoned. Salahuddin offers a jalab drink to King Guy as a symbol of offering safety. He drinks it, then gives it to Renaud. But Salahuddin didn't offer the cup to Renaud as his blood is to be wasted for the crimes he committed against the Muslims. He slays Renaud swiftly with his blade in front of all present, satisfying the revenge he once swore to uphold. Salahuddin goes on a rampage, taking most castles and cities surrounding Jerusalem, ensuring no reinforcement shows up on his flanks. The siege of Jerusalem begins, and the Crusaders fight with all their might, fearing that Salahuddin exacts revenge for what their ancestors have committed against the population of Jerusalem 80 years ago, when blood reached the kneecaps in the Holy Mosque complex. Salahuddin finds a weak point in the walls and bombards it until its destruction.
We have destroyed their defenses!
A tent is set up outside the destroyed walls and negotiations take place. Balian of Ibelin promises to destroy the holy sites if Salahuddin enters aggressively. Salahuddin can easily eradicate them at this point, but wisely offers generous terms to Balian as he doesn't want the holy city and its holy sites destroyed. The Crusaders who want to leave pay 10 dinars for every man, 5 for every woman, and 1 for every child with what they can carry. The Muslims rejoice. They can finally pray in the Al-Aqsa Mosque after 80 years of Crusader rule, where no prayer was allowed. Salahuddin brings the pulpit that Nuruddin Zinki built to be placed in the Holy Mosque and revives the Friday prayer once more. succeeding all the greats that inherited the Holy Land ever since the times of Prophets Yusha, Dawood, and Sulaiman, peace be upon them, and the companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.